Soda.
Mountain Dew cold milk or cold milk, not cold.
Get some fresh air in here. Framing. I don't have a salad sip for one movie.
Really? I have both salad sips.
Twister, I forgot I didn't have one.
Which one are we doing first?
Then we should do Borderlands because it's the newest movie out in theaters. So, I mean, like,
Yes.
it's relative,
Yes.
relevant, not relative. I'm not related to Borderlands. Maybe in the stupid kind of way I am. You done already with your salad sip? Oh, that's not a good sign.
I actually like it though.
You like your salad sip?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm excited. Woo!
Is that how
Let me move
No,
this.
so okay. Quick story time. You can choose to leave this in the podcast or not, since people who watch the Talking Sip episode noticed I was repairing my Steam Deck's bumper. The
Why?
whole like the whole.
That's the third episode. I haven't released that one
yeah,
yet.
yeah. When they do.
Oh.
So the day after not the day after. Wait. When did we record? We recorded on a Sunday, right?
Yeah.
Oh, so the Friday after. So a few days after. It was working perfectly. I was having fun, enjoying having it back. And we were doing a company event where I just decided I wasn't going to come home because there was no point in driving all the way home to drive all the way back. So I just decided to bring my Steam Deck with me. And while I'm trying to pack it, I dropped it. I literally bumped into the wall, because I was walking and packing, trying to get ready for work. I bumped into the wall, and the slightest bump, and it's.
Oh, and you dropped it.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I thought the slightest bump cracked it. I was like,
No,
what?
no.
So you held it in your hand and then you bumped it?
Yeah, it was in my hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Butterfingers.
I dropped
You drop your stuff.
I dropped my stuff so much. It's a shame. This, I was getting ready. I should just not get ready for work. I should just not work. I was getting ready for
Hey, man.
work, and I tripped over my shoes. Cause I remember I tripped literally. Didn't even trip that badly. It was just like a very quick fall back. Had to catch my balance.
Yeah.
This is in my hand. And I went like the Matrix thing, and I flung
And you
the.
threw it?
Oh, dude, it's so bad. I hate that. I'm just that clumsy.
I didn't
always been
realize
that
you. I
clumsy.
never realized you were that clumsy until I think about it now.
Right?
Yeah, it's
Like,
kind of weird.
You'd think because I was in sports. I was pretty good at sports. That I wouldn't be as clumsy as I am, but
Only when you're focused on something.
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. You're only not clumsy when balls are involved. That's I guess what it is.
Once I saw your face, I knew you were thinking of something.
My ball face.
Uh,
He's gonna say something ball related right now.
He's gonna say something inappropriate. Okay. So eventually we'll get to the Twister movies. I
Yeah.
think we've mentioned it a couple times, but then Jesse midway through the week reminded us that Borderlands came out.
Yeah, I totally was blindsided by that.
Were you guys excited?
No.
No, I was
Definitely
not. But
Me-
why did we see this movie? Why?
I feel like recently we've been watching a lot of movies that we're just not excited about. I mean, I feel like movies in general lately have just not been the same.
They need, because they're always going off of IP already made and
Yeah.
sequels
Yeah.
and spin-offs instead of, I think, something original.
I'm waiting for original stuff.
Yeah. That should be better. I hope.
I mean, I say that, and I don't see movies that are like original, like Talk No Evil or whatever, and like stuff like that. There's a Dave Bautista movie coming out. That spy movie looks interesting. You see that trailer?
Yes, I saw
Yeah.
it. I think
It looks okay.
I feel like that's based off of a book,
A book
Yes.
series?
right?
It's off of a book.
Is it a Tom Clancy book?
I don't think so. In the trailer, they mention it.
Okay.
but
Yeah.
it's off of a book.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's Tom Clancy, but I don't know if it is.
Yeah.
Called My Spy.
Hmm.
It's called My Spy? Isn't I
No, that's
Killer
not what
Games?
it's called. That's not.
Oh.
Yeah, it's called Killer Games.
The Killer Games. They should call it Game of Death. No, kidding.
The game,
Let me see.
the most dangerous game.
I'm pretty sure it's based off a book. It just didn't say right away, so I'm not gonna
Right.
look that
I think it's toward the end of the trailer.
Anyway,
Not excited for movies.
not excited. Good old bad.
I'm excited for
Sad.
Twisters.
I've already seen it.
You seen the second one?
Yeah, because I thought we were gonna do it this week.
Watch. Dang it.
Yeah, that's okay.
I'm sorry.
No, it's fine.
It's better than this movie for sure.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not a hard bar to beat, but we'll talk about it later. Will you be ready for next week if we record one episode next week? Or if we do an episode and sell it sip next week, we record two?
an episode and a sell that sip. We do a sell that sip every week.
Sorry,
Talking
a
sip.
talking sip. Talking
Yeah,
sip.
we can do an extra talking sip next week if you guys want to. I'm on.
Yeah.
With Twisters?
With Twisters.
With
If you have the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I'm going on vacation, so
Oh yeah, I forgot.
Oh, I didn't know that.
I just told him today, so I'm
Yeah.
going on vacation.
I forgot.
All right, let me go ahead and get into the details then. This movie is directed by Eli Roth. The tagline is Chaos Loves Company, or Chaos Love. No, it's Chaos Loves Company. I don't know what I'm thinking.
Okay.
There's a budget estimated of $110 million. Release date August 9th, 2024. Runtime of 1 hour and 42 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
PG-13. Box office worldwide of
$35.
$4 million.
Oh dang.
I feel like they knew this movie was going to be a bomb because like it was already in the small theater. Like the small.
Size theaters?
Yeah.
Yeah. And there were no 3D showings and no IMAX showings. There was only digital showings. Yeah, it's not a good sign.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and get into our sell that sip.
Only $4 million, and it's the first weekend?
Yeah.
Man, okay.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sell that sip. 6-word summary of the movie. Go ahead, Albert.
Okay. I've got playing with IP, but for what?
Yeah.
It's for me, generic action movie with
This
Borderlands
characters.
yeah.
flair
Well,
to it.
Yeah, flair. I don't even remember the characters, but it just seems like the characters kind of didn't match up.
It's a mix of characters from the first and second game.
Yeah. Okay.
Mine is bad movie, but not Monster Hunter.
Oh. Yeah.
I mean, at least this one was a little bit better.
Oh, you think so?
I think so.
I don't
Oh,
think so.
I think Monster Hunter was better.
Really?
Way
What about
better.
you?
Like
Maybe I just have so much more love for Monster Hunter.
yeah, I understand that.
maybe some parts were better with Monster Hunter, but overall, I think this is worse.
Yeah. This is you phrased it weird, but
Yeah, I did phrase that weird.
Monster Hunter is a better. I enjoyed Monster Hunter more.
I think I enjoyed Monster Hunter more, but for different things that I don't know. It's weird.
The thing. Okay, so here's my thing. Like, at least this stuck to its IP basically, whereas Monster Hunter
yes.
did not at all.
You're right about that.
Yeah.
Like once you involve army and guns, it's just like this is
Yeah.
not what
Monster
Monster,
Hunter.
Hunter is.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
with you with that.
Yeah.
The story that Borderlands had in this movie is a Borderlands story.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're not wrong with that.
I don't know Borderlands, so I can't disagree with you on that, but but I want to. All right. My sub sip is Borderlands, Borderlines, bottom of boring barometrics.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, this
Okay.
was not Eternals level bad, but
But it had Jack Black.
well, that was not good. That was not good.
I mean, if you didn't know Jack Black was in the movie, could you tell that was Jack Black?
I probably could,
I could not.
No, I couldn't tell.
but he was annoying in this movie.
But his character
Every movie.
He's is
is literally supposed to be annoying.
yeah, but I find Claptrap in like slightly charming in the games and fun, but this was just bad.
I mean, I know people that find Claptrap annoying in all the games.
That's true. Yeah.
So
I know people that find me annoying in all the podcast episodes.
haters.
Hey guys, that's me.
But yeah,
Yeah. Okay.
alliteration at its finest. No kidding.
Thank you. That's good.
Nice. So let's go ahead and rate it then. Out of 10 claptraps.
Out of 10 clap cheeks.
Okay. I don't know why that has to be related to anything.
Well then, go ahead, Albert.
I'm trying to remember what I rated Monster Hunter at.
-4.
Did I really?
I don't know. I think that was
okay.
closer
I
to
think
my
you gave it like a 2 or 3 maybe.
This gets like a 3 or 4 then.
Okay,
Maybe
so
a 3.
maybe a 3, maybe tied even score.
Maybe a little better because I think the main points that I do want to take away, and I think you brought it up, is it's somewhat related to what a possible Borderlands story is versus Monster Hunter, or I mean, so far, like as far as video game movies go, I think Sonic has been
the best.
the best.
Sonic 2 was better, and Dungeons and Dragons is not a video game, but it's a game.
I call that the best. Then
That is the
If
best.
you, as far as something adjacent to what its IP is to a game.
Yeah, I like that one the best for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Surprisingly, that one was.
I agree. the one that we've never played.
But if you've played Baldur's Gate
Yeah,
or
I have.
Divinity Original Sin 2, it's close enough to a fantasy game that it's kind of realistic.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll stick with a 4 for now.
I was also thinking of 4. I think I gave Monster Hunter a negative.
You gave it -1.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you said it was worse than Eternals or close to Eternals level. I don't know.
That's probably worse than Eternals. Yeah, this is a 4. I think I honestly think they had a chance, and when I was reading like some of the trivia on this movie, like I feel like it was definitely give us the Eli Roth cut.
Oh yeah.
So
Okay.
did you not know?
No.
Okay.
There's a cutout there.
Huh?
There's a cutout there. That's better.
Maybe.
Or an edit that.
Yeah.
We'll
It's
hear your
possible.
rating and then I'll get to my trivia.
Okay. Okay.
Okay. All right. So do I think it's as bad as Morbius? No, I do not. But there was a good dance scene in that I could watch every day. But I'm gonna give this a Morbius score of a 3. I didn't really care for it. I think visually it looks really good. I think some of the characters are slightly interesting, but for the most part, everyone's kind of annoying in their own different way.
I think what was
Yeah.
interesting, and maybe it's just because like I just didn't think it was funny. I just think that Kevin Hart seemed more serious than comedy in this movie.
Yes.
Which
Barely.
is really weird.
Barely.
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 Because his character is supposed to be more serious
Yeah.
than funny.
Yeah.
It was just seeing him actually not do the Kevin Hart thing of
Yeah.
small jokes. I think they made one small joke and that was it.
At the beginning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then yeah, I don't know. Like I thought the way they were portraying it is I thought there was gonna be more comedy in it,
Mm-hmm.
and it was like oddly serious for the most part.
Which is I feel weird because as far as I think Roland goes, you don't play him as a character. He's an NPC. And he's supposed to be serious compared to the funny situations that you're in.
Isn't Roland the soldier in the first game?
Is
He's
he?
one of the Vault Hunters.
Oh, he is. Never mind. I'm thinking about the second game. Because that's where Krieg comes in.
Borderlands and Fallout are not part of the same thing. They're just there's a Volt involved in one of these, or both of them, sort
Totally
of.
different things.
Yeah.
One's
Yeah.
post-apocalyptic. One's outer world,
Yeah,
Yeah.
one's a like a
outer space.
A vault
Outer
that they're
space.
looking for.
yeah.
And then Fallout is the vault that you
You
start
live in. You start in. Yeah. Volt
Unrelated.
Venn diagram.
Anyway, the
Unrelated.
the piece of trivia is that this movie was supposed to be rated R, and the studio was appalled by the gore in the movie. So
Really?
they hired another director. Yeah, they hired another director to do a bunch of cuts and make it PG-13.
Learn from Deadpool and Wolverine.
I mean, but the only thing they cared about was the gore?
Yeah,
Huh.
I could see a lot of potential for it because there were some.
Quick cuts.
Potential gory scenes, but I feel like that the gore made it rated R and that's it.
Maybe some other stuff, but
I can't speak about it.
it was supposed to be a rated R movie. And it was just like completely cut and edited.
Yeah.
And
Because I'm pretty sure it is a rated M game, so I mean,
I'm pretty sure
lines
it is
up.
too.
Okay, that's interesting.
I
So you're
don't-
thinking Eli Roth was brought on to make a less
He-
gory cut?
he made the movie
Okay.
with the rated R.
Oh,
So
okay.
there was another director that came in and did the edits. I forgot the name.
Oh, okay. But didn't film more stuff, just a different edit.
I think they filmed a little bit more, but not much.
Okay.
There's trivia in here too. Let me look it up really quick.
I'm gonna look it up, bro. Sorry. I don't know why. I don't know why I felt the need to mock you right
That
there.
was funny.
Tim
I'm
Miller.
making-
Tim Miller directed the
Oh.
reshoots.
Interesting. Because usually Tim Miller stuff is good.
Yeah.
But I'm guessing he was hired on to make a worse thing.
Basically.
Yeah.
It was shelved for over 2 years. So the movie was shot in the summer of 2021, and Eli Roth's first director's cut was reportedly finished in early 2022. However, it was shelved for over 2 years due to extreme studio interference while the film was in post-production. Appalled by the film's extreme violence, the studio wanted the film to be marketed as a blockbuster and hired Tim Miller to do extensive reshoots on the project. These reshoots ended up compromising so much of the final movie that Steve Jablonsky had to write an entirely new musical score.
I would have been happy if I didn't know the other context with Tim Miller coming on, but I see.
I don't know the name of the guy who makes the Psycho mask, but he supposedly isn't from Arizona. I went to a Comic-Con panel, and it was him talking about the process of making this mask and designing it, and he's from here, so
That's cool.
That's pretty cool. I'm looking for
Just
it,
trivia.
and Google's not
Yeah.
giving me the answers I want.
Some side trivia.
Yeah.
Dang Googles. How dare they?
So his company made the mask props.
I just remember the guy who designed the mask
Uh-huh.
is from Arizona.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is a long time ago, probably like 10 years ago
Oh wow.
when I remember hearing
That's
it.
great.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, let's go ahead and get into our drink.
I was like, we're gonna wait until this milk goes bad.
Yeah.
Milk
We're drinking Frosted Flake milk.
from Nestle Sensations. Cereal flavored milk.
There was another one. There was a Eggo waffle one, like syrup
There go
one.
my ego.
No.
I'm scared how sweet this is gonna be,
Same.
and I'm not looking at the sugar content yet, so we'll see.
Do you have a favorite type of cereal?
Favorite type of cereal? I'm a very boring cereal
Yeah, I
guy.
figured.
What do you think my favorite cereal is?
Frosted Flake.
That's too not boring for me.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
I like those, but those are not my favorite.
Ooh. What is
You have
it?
a
then?
guess?
Lucky Charms. No, I'm just
Cinnamon
kidding.
Toast Crunch.
Oh, it's way too sugary. I like the Crispex cereal,
Yeah.
like
yeah.
where it's like rice and corn on one side, and it's
Oh.
the hexagon shape.
Yes.
Yeah,
Those are very good.
Those are.
I at the fries that we go to, they have cereal just discounted.
Yeah, the
I-
bulk one.
Just like I don't know, just like Crush Box and stuff like that.
Okay.
I bought like 4 boxes of it. I was so excited because it was like $1.90 each, and normally like $5 each. So I got a bunch of that cereal for cheap. I love bargains. I love them. If I could buy cereal at Goodwill, I'll buy it. No, okay. Here you go, dude. I'll take that.
Yep, that smells like Frosted Flakes.
It smells like
What's
Cocoa
your favorite
Puffs.
cereal, Albert?
Probably just Honey Nut Cheerios. I could eat that all day.
Honey Nut Cheerios.
Snack anytime.
cut that video to make it nuts. I can eat that all day. No, okay.
No.
I got him. Even though I just said it right now.
Yeah.
I'm gonna recut it for you.
Have you ever recently Cheerios has put out the like cinnamon ones? Have you tried those?
No, I haven't.
They're just plain cinnamon, like
They have like oats in them as well. They're pretty good.
Okay.
I actually have some.
they're good.
Yeah.
Pretty recently, they had Dragon Ball Z on the
Reese's
Puffs. I had
Yeah.
that, and I haven't had Reese's Puffs since I was a kid, and it tasted very mild.
Dragon Ball-y?
No, it wasn't. I wish, but it was very
Metallic?
mild.
Oh,
No.
What is a Dragon Ball made out of?
what's it made out of?
Yeah.
Glass. I'm assuming.
Dragon scales? I don't know.
I'm assuming glass because it's kind of translucent.
Diamonds or like crystals, maybe a crystal-y substance.
Yeah.
Alright, I'm gonna drink that.
How are the balls made in Dragon Ball? Like, who makes them? Does a dragon make
I'm,
them?
I'm assuming Shenron.
That's not bad.
It tastes like
Almond milk almost.
No. They do add, I think, a decent amount of sugar to almond milk.
it tastes like melted ice cream from the cone. You know what I'm
Yeah.
talking about?
I do.
I would
Yeah.
give this 4 out of 5. I think it's pretty good. I'd drink it.
Like the pre-made ice cream cones.
Yeah, like from McDonald's, like if you melt it
Mm-hmm.
and it seeps in down to the cone and you get
Mhm.
soggy cone. It's very specific, but
Yeah.
that's what it tastes like.
I mean, because I think they add whatever
Maybe I'm just weird.
cornflakes.
Why?
I mean,
You guys share very similar taste buds.
it's not as sweet as I was fearing, so that's good.
I'll give it a 3. It's not bad. Yeah, but I would just drink regular milk.
Yeah, 3.
You guys are no fun.
What?
Let me go ahead and get into characters.
I could finish the
Wait.
bottle though.
Yeah, we're good. Kate Blanchett plays Lilith. Kevin Hart plays Roland. Ariana Greenblatt plays Tiny Tina. Florian Montague plays Krieg. Jamie Lee Curtis plays Tanis. And Edgar Ramirez plays the bad guy Atlas.
Oh, I was like, wait. Does he not have a name? I was like, oh, Atlas.
This is his last name.
Yeah. Okay, we could talk about the movie now. Likes, dislikes, everything in between.
I thought I'm assuming there's some practical set in there in between all the digital stuff,
Of
but
course.
I think
Usually the foreground.
it looked really good.
Yeah,
For what there was, yeah.
It did.
Yeah, it looked really good. I think the costumes for the most part were pretty good as well, but I can't remember them. But that's about all the good I have about the movie. It just looks pretty,
Right.
and
Purdy.
I didn't enjoy most of it. I laughed a couple of times.
Yeah, there's lots of fan
More than
service.
me then.
Yeah, more than you.
I didn't laugh at all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Dang.
I laughed maybe once.
I laughed maybe like 2 or 3 times, and there were just like slight chuckles.
Yeah. There was
Exactly like that.
yeah, lots of fan service. There's background characters. There's Marcus and Moxie and Scooter, and I mean the closest thing I liked were some of the pistols and guns that they used.
Oh, the weapons were cool too.
Right.
Yeah, those are pretty cool. Kate Blanchett's gun that would like rotate.
Yeah, it's called the Infinity Pistol.
Oh, that's so cool.
And Marcus calls that out by name.
Oh, Marcus is the bus driver.
The bus driver and the
Okay.
gun salesman.
Okay. Okay, yeah. He goes, oh, yeah, I would recognize that gun anywhere.
Right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That is a cool gun.
Right.
That's really cool.
But it's just fan service.
Yeah.
But I mean, that's the part I like the most is the costume designs. Maybe, I mean, you lose out the flair because in the games it's all a certain very specific coloring style, but it's hard to replicate
Yeah.
in live action.
That would be really cool if they did like that style of scratchy,
Yeah.
like textured. That would be cool if they did
Yeah,
that,
and
but
they
that's a
call it
lot of work.
Cell shading,
Yeah.
as well as the way they colored it.
Yeah.
But it would I think be weird to an audience that has not seen it before.
It would be very weird. It would be almost like the Ninja Turtle animation, right?
Mhm.
It'd be similar to that.
Because there's cosplays of people doing it with cell
With
shading.
the cell shading
but it
makeup.
looks good at a certain angle. That's
Yeah.
it.
Yeah. And then it's hard to you turn then it looks funky.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's cool. I like that.
But it would have to be a lot of CGI and coloring. To do
Yeah.
that.
A lot of digital editing.
Yeah.
Eli Roth, if you're listening, you better get on that your
That's-
cut and make it digitally
That's a
edited.
whole another movie on top of that.
The Eli Roth cut 2.
We're asking for the Eli Roth cut.
I feel like the music could have been better too.
Well,
I
they,
don't
they said
remember
they
the
had to
music.
change the score.
Right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, a lot of music in the games is already done music from other bands, not music made for the game.
I've only played the first one, right? We played the first one together?
Yeah.
But almost all the way
A
through.
little bit of the second one.
Almost.
I didn't play it.
Yeah.
He didn't play it.
Okay.
He only played the first one, and then
Okay.
Jacob finished it with us.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. I just remember I remember basically nothing about the game except I would just get headaches all the time.
You should look up. What is it? Motion sickness.
Yeah, motion
I don't
sickness.
yeah, it's
You
some
should look
derivative.
up how to.
I've looked up how to get rid of this or how to minimize it, and whatever it is, the PC gaming does not agree with me.
yeah.
I can play on the DS on the big screen, like a small screen this close to my face. Whatever it is, I don't know what it is.
When you play COD Zombies on the PC, does it do that to you too?
I think it did, but on the system it didn't, which is really weird.
Maybe like it's a distance thing then, like you're
Maybe.
too close to the monitor,
But on the DS, I'm like closer.
but it's also like a tiny screen,
Yeah.
and it's not
Hmm.
as like intensive as like Black Ops, where you're first person moving.
Yeah. That constant change of image or
yeah.
color direction. Yeah.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe you should just sit further back. You can play with a controller.
I don't like controllers when it comes to PC gaming. If I'm PC gaming, it's a mouse and keyboard.
What does it matter?
I don't know. Well, because I suck. I suck when it
You
comes to
suck
joysticks.
regardless.
I suck less.
Uh,
That's gonna be an edit for.
yeah, we're just getting all these edits. I feel like when it comes to movies like this, unfortunately, is that it's
They're
it's just a showcase of like the next thing. Like hey, we played this game. We know what we're even if they don't really like. It's just like, oh, here's like you said, here's Moxie, here's the Vault Hunter references, here's all this stuff, and it's just like
Yeah.
they're not even. It's just for fan service,
Yeah.
not even.
I think the problem with a game like Borderlands, where they have a lot of exposition in the beginning, which is fine for a game, doing it for a movie just makes it boring. Where you have to have a character in the game narrate for the first like 20 minutes of what's going on.
Yeah.
And sadly, I don't feel like they needed it for the movie. Like, the movie's catered towards fans of the game, so they're already gonna know.
Yeah, but they're trying to bring in a wider audience.
Trying. But that's where they fail with trying to compromise.
Yeah. They shouldn't compromise. They should make a masterpiece, not a broad, general, like, version of whatever you're trying to do. But
Yeah.
again, that's the business versus the art.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which sucks. I totally forgot what I was gonna say. I was distracted by the window because of light coming in from the curtains. My bad. I'm very easily distracted. I don't think I have ADHD, but I probably do.
Distract easily from light source.
Some level of it.
Yeah.
Me caveman.
Me caveman.
Simple mind.
Jamie Lee Curtis's boobs surprisingly good.
I was not going to talk about that.
I've heard old lady. She has like really young.
Jesse, they give the women in the movie push-up bras. So, like, what are you going to do about it?
I don't know. Like her face doesn't match. Like down there.
Women still have breasts when they're older.
Yeah, but I would imagine
This
like the skin
pencil.
of the. I would imagine the skin of the face would be similar to the skin of the rest of the body.
Your
But
face gets way more sunlight than other parts of the body.
that's very true. That is very true. Yeah, I was just very surprised.
Me Jesse.
I was like, what the?
Me look at old woman breast. Confused.
Questioning my life. Do I like older women?
Okay.
I'm just kidding.
Okay, well then, this is gonna be archived for the rest of our lives.
I never seen Jade Lee Kermis.
Kermis.
That was a name.
Kermit. I never found her.
Frog here.
I never found her as an attractive lady, but Nicole said when she was younger she was attractive. But
Wouldn't know.
I don't know.
Well, no.
We haven't seen Halloween, so I mean we
I've
can't.
only seen her as this Tanis lady and
What was her name?
Hot dog
Hot Dog
finger.
Fingers.
You seen her in another movie too?
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
seen her in other movies.
Just John's first thought is
The Hot Dog Fingers.
hot dog lady.
She
Yeah, I
has
haven't
hot
seen
dog
them.
fingers?
You haven't seen the movie yet.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Everything everywhere all at once.
I know what you're referring
Okay.
to.
Yeah.
I own it. I haven't seen it yet.
You should watch it.
Maybe.
It's
For
good.
I know. I hear about
revisiting
it.
everything everywhere all at once.
Revisiting everywhere. Blah, blah, blah.
Everything everywhere all at once.
It'd be fun to talk about that with you.
On
Maybe a time skip
Rewind
episode.
August.
Oh, Rewind
I
August.
don't. Not just kidding.
Revisiting movies we've already talked about.
Flashback February.
Flashback February.
Freaky Friday February.
Freaky Friday 2 is coming out.
Freakier Friday.
Is it? Is
It's
that
called
what it's
Freakier
called?
Friday,
Oh,
yeah.
okay.
Nicole's excited.
Okay.
Yeah. She was showing me all the Disney movies that were announced.
Yeah.
Is that part of Disney?
Yes.
Surprisingly?
I think so.
Yeah.
I think I remember watching it on Disney Channel.
Yeah. We're getting Frozen 3. Frozen 4 is already in the
Moana
works.
2.
Moana 2.
Uh-huh.
Stitch live action. I think it's live action.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot of things coming out.
I still need to
Watch Stitch?
Lilo and Stitch.
It's good.
I've only seen parts of it.
It's good.
Are we watching the pre 2008 cut or the post?
Whichever.
All right.
Whatever he can find on Disney Channel.
I
Or
got
Disney.
I got
Plus.
both.
I was watching Inside Out. I haven't seen Inside Out yet either. The second one just came out and I haven't watched the first one. So I was watching it yesterday and then my internet went out.
Oh.
So
Did you like it so far?
yeah, it was nice.
Okay.
The first 20 minutes of it.
Yeah.
Where they're just explaining all the emotions.
Yeah.
It's like that was me. I was that emotion person one time.
Yeah. As if we were all that person at one point.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah,
That's
we
good.
we had we have fun Fridays and we dress up as a theme. Last Friday was Inside
Pixar?
Out Day.
Oh, okay.
So everyone was supposed to dress up like
And an
Emotion?
an emotion, like
Yeah.
either wearing the colors or dress up like the actual person.
Nice.
I wore white because I'm emotionless.
Oh, I thought you were red because you're angry.
I'm not angry anymore.
Not anymore. Borderlands.
Borderlands, yeah.
I mean, I don't know what else to talk about. Some of the, I was gonna say some of the gun action was okay with Roland, and some of it with Lilith toward the beginning. I don't know. Overall, it's decent, but not like amazing to remember after a few weeks of watching this.
Yeah.
I'm just like, so with her towards the end, what was her weird hand motion when she was reloading and like switching weapons? Was that supposed to be like her actually switching weapons? Like, was that supposed to be like
Lilith toward the end?
Yeah.
I think just some
She was doing some
fancy-
weird hand motions, and I was just like, why? Like,
I think it's just to really be flashy with reloads, or if it was like a revolver type of gun where you have to do a whole like, for some reason, reload the gun or recock the gun, or I don't know.
Don't ask me. I don't play any gun video games really.
Or like it was supposed to be like some fancy lever action pistol for some reason that she has to twirl that around,
it's weird.
where she was dual wielding the pistols or something, or
I don't
something
remember.
else.
She was definitely dual wielding the pistols because
Yeah.
she had that pistol that she took from Tiny Tina, and then she had the infinity pistol, whatever you call it.
Which you don't really have to reload, but
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I was looking at all these people and I didn't really see them reload when they probably should.
Yeah.
And I'm like, do they have unlimited ammo? This is not a thing in the game, is it?
I mean, the infinity pistol really literally has infinite ammo.
Oh,
You don't
that's
have to
cool.
reload it.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
Oh wow, that's actually really cool.
That would be really cool. A water gun with infinite water.
Yeah. As long as you have pistol ammo in your inventory, you don't have to reload it.
Oh. Okay, that's magical pistol stuff right there.
I don't really care for the reload. Like, it is what it is. I just assume they reload off camera.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other things that bothered me was like Krieg's, what he's saying sometimes just didn't really match with what was going on camera.
Yeah, you can kind of. Well, he always does that, but also it just seems like ADR. It doesn't seem like it's a line that is said at all
Yeah.
by him on set.
Yeah. More so that it was like
That's
they
what you're saying.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like they pulled from the video game and they just like copy pasted
Oh yeah,
it.
it's just bad ADR.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
It's just bad audio editing. Because ADR happens all the time.
Yeah.
But I think just them laying it over on his character was just bad.
Thinking back to when Atlas is killed at the beginning, and then he has that like hologram mask. I like some of the technology in this
That
world.
was a cool.
That's a cool effect.
Yeah.
And then he goes, "Put me on." So he puts him on.
Yeah.
And I'm just thinking, did they rehearse this? Because he's talking and he's like going along with the speech. I'm like,
I'm sure it's rehearsed.
I was like,
As
okay,
a joke. Yeah.
I thought that was pretty funny. I was like, that's probably the best scene in the movie right there.
You know, like the crazy thing is like I just didn't even think about that until you just said
Yeah.
I was like, wait a second.
He's moving as.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, she's gonna shoot me.
because there are some times where he's just like, do this. Like,
Yeah.
do this now. Like,
Give her the thing.
Yeah. Yeah. That was a funny little scene right there. And he's, oh yeah, once I'm done with my next job, you're suddenly open for business.
Yeah. I mean, kind of the introduction with Lilith trying to show her as a badass
Yeah.
was, I mean, mostly in that Moxie's bar, right?
Yeah. A little cringe, but I wouldn't mess with her.
Yeah, I mean,
I wouldn't mess with her.
that's also part of Borderlands humor too. It's a
Little
little
cringy, little
but
over the
campy.
top. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't remember it being like that, but I think probably my headaches just caused me to not absorb anything from that game.
The games are overall like that.
Yeah,
Like it's supposed to be really
fun.
like stretched out humor,
Yeah, not taken seriously.
exaggerated.
Yeah,
Which is surprising that we didn't really get too much of that
Yeah.
in the movie. Like I thought it was gonna be too much humor
yeah.
because of the cast that they had, and then it ended up being like not enough humor, which
Yeah.
is really weird.
It wasn't Albert. Wasn't that your concern? Not enough humor. Not
Yeah.
enough weirdness.
Yeah. Because it's Borderlands I feel is very mid to late 2000s
Yeah.
humor. Like toilet humor because they make a lot of fart and poop jokes in the games at least. And they're not going to do that. They're not going to do that in the movie.
Sorry, I was thinking about. I was watching Tropic Thunder yesterday, and Jack Black has a at Nutty Professor parody in there
They
called
do?
The Fatties,
Oh
and
boy.
it's just all Jack Black
Jack
playing back
Jack-
Jack Black playing
Yeah.
different iterations like Eddie Murphy and Nutty Professor.
I still need to watch this movie.
I was watching it
Yeah.
and I was laughing so hard. And then and then Robert Downey Jr.'s character talks about a movie that the character goes full, you know what I want to say,
Yeah.
and
Full black.
no, full R.
Okay.
And
Simple Jack,
huh?
Simple Jack, right?
It's similar to that, but he
Oh.
goes 2001 Sean Penn. He goes he went full blah blah blah. He left empty-handed, and I looked up the trailer, and Sean Penn actually plays a not redeemable character in that
Okay.
movie. So I'm very interested to watch it because it looks bad.
Yeah. I mean, the furthest Borderlands goes is a piss joke about going through the piss water and
Yeah.
that going into the van
Yeah,
truck.
is Tiny Tina? Is that her name? Right?
Yeah.
Is she always that annoying in the game?
She's, I feel, not annoying, but eccentric.
Eccentric. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I think she was my least favorite character. And I guess I have a problem with kid actors too.
Okay. Another reason this is forever archived.
Jesse is on one today.
I just wanted to exaggerate the point that Jesse's a
Yeah,
no good.
yeah.
But I mean, she's also in the game. She's also not always on screen. You
Yeah.
go back to her. And
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
in cutscenes.
Is she a playable character?
No.
Oh, she's not.
No.
Doesn't she have a side game?
Tiny Tina's
Tiny
Wonderland?
Tina's.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. She's the narrator in that game.
Oh, you don't really play as her?
No.
I bought that game.
Is it a puzzle
on sale.
game?
No.
It's
So
a
the-
fantasy version of
Yeah.
Borderlands.
A fantasy version?
It's a D&D inspired version of Borderlands.
Hmm.
Where not it doesn't have to be necessarily D&D, but tabletop role playing
Yeah.
with dice and dragons and skeletons,
Yeah. Okay.
which was a tiny portion, I think, of Borderlands 2 DLC,
Okay.
and then they made a spin-off,
Tiny
or was it
Tina.
Borderlands 3. But it's a
One
spin.
of
It was a tiny portion of a DLC. It was a DLC of one of the games, and then they made a whole spin-off because of public reception of that DLC.
Interesting. Are you playing your Vampire Hunter thing yet? Or you have been playing it, right? Your Vampire Shooter Hunter thing?
Yeah.
Yeah. How's that been going?
That's when.
Yeah, that's good. Nice. I
Uh,
think Borderlands is done.
yeah.
Do you recommend people watch this in theaters?
No.
No.
I do
There's
not.
no reason to.
Yeah, we watched
There-
it for you.
Yeah, I don't think there's anything worth.
Didn't even bother with the spoiler warning.
No.
Yeah. Nothing to spoil. Just spoil itself.
We didn't really talk about the plot.
Yeah, it wasn't even that good. It was just
First game,
a
basically.
vault. You're trying to find this alien technology or something.
Right.
Yeah.
They did reference the final boss in the first one.
Mm-hmm.
Who's the final boss? Oh, the squid thing?
Yeah.
Is so Lilith, is she a main character in the first one?
Uh-huh.
Okay. Is she that old?
No.
No, okay. I I don't know. Like maybe she is like an old assassin or an old like.
All of the characters are like,
20 to 30s.
yeah,
Okay.
like adults at their prime.
Yeah.
Maybe Roland is a little older, but that's it.
Okay. Does she have that ability? Is she like a chosen character?
She's
chosen
a
one?
siren, is
siren?
what they're called.
Okay.
Yeah.
And she has the Phoenix power. Okay.
And Tannis does briefly say siren
Siren.
as she's in awe looking at
Her
Lilith.
Lilith.
Yeah. Which is very, very like subtle way to talk about it with no context
Yeah. So
for the audience that doesn't know it.
yeah. I took a world religions class like a long time ago.
Mhm.
And what I found very fascinating about this was apparently there's lost books of the Bible that were either taken out or that were meant to be in the library of these books. And in one of these stories, the creation story, the creation myth,
Okay.
Adam and Eve, right?
Yeah.
The first man and first woman of the earth.
Mm-hmm.
Supposedly, Eve is not the first woman. There's actually a woman before Eve who is named Lilith. And so there is an argument between Adam and Lilith. And because in the Bible, and this is, and we can cut this out if we don't want to leave it in.
Sure.
Man is supposed to rule over woman according to the Bible.
Yeah.
And Lilith is not okay with that. And so there's an argument. She's cast out of heaven. She's deemed like the queen of the demons or something. So she gives birth to giants and like I think it is Genesis or the second story.
But she's kicked out of paradise.
She's kicked out of paradise.
Okay.
And so then he creates Eve as kind of the more like, what's the word? Submissive.
Yeah.
Submissive. So so that whole story was just to like bring that there's some type of religious connection to it, and so I just thought it was very interesting that she was almost like angelic like in this movie, but no one's really gonna like know that.
But she's also represents a phoenix, or a phoenix represents her as well.
Yeah. So
because she's born from fire.
Yeah. So I just thought it was very interesting that.
Yeah.
I mean, what's up?
Go finish your story. It just reminded me of like one of the stupidest parts of the movie.
Stupid part of the movie?
Yeah.
Okay. I just thought it was weird that, I mean, not many people may know that myth or that story.
Yeah.
And it's kind of a reversal of like her being the bad guy. She's actually the good guy. Maybe that's the whole like subcontext of it. She looks like she's the bad guy.
Lilith in the movie?
In the movie. She's like a not good person, but she is the person to save the child, to be the main character. And there was some type of like twist in there where you think that Tiny Tina does something, but there's clues throughout the movie which are not like subtle that it's not her.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I didn't think the twist is very good, but they tried. They tried. Yeah.
My favorite part of that whole thing is like when Lilith is talking to Tannis about her mom, and then she's just like I don't remember my mom's face. I was only 8, and I'm just like, bruh.
8 years old.
8 years old
mom,
is pretty significant to like be able. And then like a couple scenes later, she literally has a full-on flashback of that entire day, and I was just like, oh my goodness, like
It wasn't her mom's face.
It's so.
Wasn't her mom's
it
face.
wasn't her mom's face.
It wasn't her mom. Yeah, I saw that immediately. Like, there's a whole literal like flashback, like editing.
Oh yeah.
thing.
Oh yeah.
Mommy, like it's just funny that like she said I was only 8, and I was just like 8 is.
You should remember
probably
your parents'
remember your
face.
parents' face by then.
Maybe she meant it was so traumatic she put it to the back of her head.
Yeah.
But
Maybe.
But sometimes like memories change over time. Like you don't
True.
remember.
But it was just so bad of an edit.
Like if I leave this room and I try to draw your face like from memory, I'm not gonna remember.
I'm also not your mom or dad.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, I think there's like a significant difference between someone that you've seen for the first 8 years of your life versus someone that you know for the first 8 years of your life.
Did we know each other when we were 8? How young were we when we met?
I
How
don't know.
young?
Like second grade is pretty close to 8.
Yeah.
Yeah, around there. 7 or 8.
So it's the opposite. I didn't know you for the first 8 years of my life.
You knew me for the next 8 years.
The last 8 years.
He died at 16. This is all just a dream. Okay. If we have nothing else to talk about.
Claptrap mentions he can't climb stairs, so Krieg picks him up and carries him a couple times.
I think Claptrap was like the most closest to who he actually is, which is
good and bad.
yeah.
For an audience that doesn't know him, probably bad.
I just like the original voice of Claptrap. It's more iconic.
I mean, for me, it's pretty close because it's so edited.
Modulated and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, I would not be able to tell it's Jack Black
Interesting.
if I didn't know it was him.
I mean, I knew it was Jack Black, but maybe that's why I could hear his voice.
You're imprinting his voice on it because I
Yeah.
couldn't tell.
Really? I'll have to listen to it again in trailers and like actually listen
And
to see
yeah.
if it sounds like him.
I think it only sounds like him because you know it's him.
Yeah.
If you don't know it's him, I think it's just, it doesn't matter who it is.
Yeah. It's true.
And with the character like Claptrap, you can't just give him like performance capture like you could with Poe from Kung Fu Panda.
Yeah.
It's just robotic. You can't stretch and squash him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hate Jack Black.
I love Jack Black.
Jack's a plex. Unless you guys have anything else you want to say.
Don't go through this movie. It's not worth it.
Yeah, just buy it when it's on the.
Don't even buy it.
Yeah, I think it deserves whatever.
Rent it for free.
You can rent it. Like a $3.99 renting. That's the most I would
I was
recommend.
gonna say buy it once it's in the bin.
Buy it in the $5 bin.
yeah, the
In the
$5
big
bin.
$5 bin at Walmart.
Yeah, do that. Yeah.
Or like borrow
It'll be
from
there pretty
someone.
quick.
Borrow it
don't
from
worry.
someone. Just borrow it
Yeah.
from someone. I'll buy it and I'll just lend it to the whole world.
Subscribe to us on Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube. Like, share, comment. Let us know what you guys think about Borderlands.
If you watched it, I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's okay.
Is there a Madonna song that sounds like? Does it say borderline or something?
There is a song that says Borderline.
Yeah,
know what you're
it's been
saying.
stuck in my head this whole time.
I don't know. Is it Madonna?
This is
Maybe.
I don't
Maybe.
know. This is the Legendary Sip podcast. So join us next time for Twister.
Twister.
Maybe
Ooh.
we said that last time.
I know.
Will this be the sip we've been looking for?
Bye.
We
Bye.
got all twisted up.
In the credits of this podcast episode, because we've never had credits, this is where you play that song that we just talked about. Borderline.